Do we need to do another farming session for those?
I think we're fine at the moment. We're not even touching the ones that Nate made yet.
Okay.
Between me, Bra, and I'm not sure if any others, we've been dropping the small ones.
Okay, so that was pretty good, except for, well, obviously, one DC, and right when we were a little slow on the rip, which I didn't call out in time. I actually have timers for that this week, so I'll try to be better about that.
Anybody who hasn't, grab a flask before it disappears.
So the first shade, we're just CCing him, or we're not trying to kill him, right?
We CC him for a time, and then we kill him. The deal is that
Okay.
the CC builds stacks on him that multiply the damage he takes.
The destabilize.
Yeah, so rather than just fight him right away, we concentrate on other stuff and let it build up.
Okay.
And when we switch to him, yeah, he burns real fast. And once we switch to him, also, Truckee, you can move bar gas to him then.
And we can just stack the same CCs and stuff, right?
And then when we get the next shade, we do the same thing.
Okay.
That's if I can see where he is.
Yep. And so Nature's doing the CC, but if he has an issue with it or he's dead, we'll have other people do it. Okay, so we have a few flasks left over, but it looks like exactly the right number. Did anybody not get one? If anybody didn't get a flask, speak up. All right.
Missing concentration aura.
Now it's time
That's
to use
one of the
that.
other powers you need to do it.
Sure.
Tal, what aura do you have?
Rhett.
Can you swap over to concentration? You're healing, right?
Yeah, concentration make more sense.
Thank you.
Alrighty, timer going up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hunt begins. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them bleed.
Sin Seekers, careful.
Alright, I got the mark the tanks, so it'll be a little easier to see where they are. So when we're
Run
dropping this in.
Remember, those lunges need to be soaked. If you're going to immune it, call it out. That's a melee lunge.
I got the dog.
Bring it in if you're not going to immune it.
Yeah, don't walk away with it.
Sin Seekers, careful. Alright, he's going to bring Barghast in a moment. Rip Soul now. It's out. Shade in 2 seconds.
Kill the ads.
Shade is up. We're CCing it.
Oh, someone's attacking the shade. Get off the shade.
Yeah, we're just calling the boss at the moment. Sin Seekers, careful.
Rip Soul in 2.
Nothing escapes my
Beautiful.
Kill the Rip Soul.
have enough bones.
Alright, switch to the shade. Let's kill it. Drag Barghast on it.
Nothing
Rip Soul in 3.
Rip Soul is up. Back to the boss.
Noosh.
Kill the ads.
Shade coming out. We're on the boss. CCing the shade. It's right on top of you, Truck. You might want to drag away a little bit.
Yeah, you'll have to. Moving.
Barghast is slightly closer to you now, Nate, than he was. Seekers, careful.
Rip Soul in 5.
Rip Soul's been cast now. It's up. Alright, let's drag Barghast to the shade. Everybody switch to the shade and kill it now. CC Roar. Good.
Yep, got it. We might want to kill him too at the same time, because
Yep, if we can.
Rip
Yeah,
Soul.
focus on Barghast. Focus Barghast. Rip Soul now.
we got an
Gotta
initiative
go.
right now.
Kill the ads.
Kill, 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 kill. Alright, we're gonna have to kill the shade. Everybody switch to the shade. We're gonna have to kill it down.
He's down.
Yeah, that timing was bad.
I'll grab the other dog and do my best.
Yep. So if you get the Petrify on you, run it out to the wall. Everybody's killing the shade.
Acutus, Shutterbones. This bow
Sin Seekers, careful. Careful. They're all pretty close. Careful, careful. Alright, we're on Hecutus now.
will enjoy gnawing your bones. My hounds feed well today.
Everybody killing Hecutus. About to start hero.
Shutterbones.
75% on Hecutus, I'll pop it.
Have enough bones for everyone. Acutus, Shutterbones.
Howl's out.
This bow has
Sin Seekers, careful.
Stop making my way the other side of the room.
Shutterbones.
Howls.
Have enough bones. Too far away. My hounds feed well. Acutus, Shutterbones.
Howls. Or, yeah.
Will enjoy gnawing your
I think we lost somebody under that one.
have enough bones for
Hellstones if you need them.
Acutus, Shutterbones.
Remember on the bear.
Howl's out. Sunseeker, careful. Alright, just the boss left.
Nice job, healers.
So it's just Spread Shot and Sunseeker now. Sunseekers.
My pets will enjoy gnawing your bones. This boat has your name.
Sunseekers.
Good.
Yes, very nice job, healers. And the rest of everybody. And one of these days I'll get some loot.
Well, let me ask you a question. You want that neck piece I just linked?
No, it's okay.
I'm serious. That's
I
the
have
same
the
one I'm wearing, but I got a lower level one.
I
Or
got
a higher
the
level
same,
one.
I have the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if that neck that Seth Karen linked is an upgrade, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, demon roll. Alright, who's got the high roll?
Demon so far.
Demon so far.
I was gonna say it looks like demon breath so far. Alright.
Oh,
Anybody else gonna roll?
memory.
That's a mastery haste neck.
Alright, looks like demon. Where you at? Where you at, demon?
Jump. He's jumping back here.
Remember, watch those worms down there if we're going down that hole.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Hungering.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got the rogue version out of the weekly chest this week.
As soon as I saw you loot that, I was like, oh, spare neck.
My add-on told me, yeah, he was gonna trade that too. So we don't want to kill these, right? Oh.
Yeah, but the white ones make them have it.
Oh, okay. RUS is inconceivable.
I need to get closer.
That was fun.
Yeah, so you don't want to spend any more time in that disease than you need to. And every rat we kill is going to drop a puddle, and it lasts forever. So they are trying to cleanse you. It just takes a while.
They go away.
Because the cooldown.
Sorry, you guys got out of range.
I hate line of sight.
Yeah, that pipe lip is LOS.
Remember the mirror here if you release.
I forgot about the mirror. Wrong way.
I got aggro on a bunch, but they're not going to come after me in here. Now they are.
Are they respawning or are they just jumping from down there?
So it looks like we can afford to move into that room and kill, particularly on the edges. So if you're heading back in, yeah, there's a shortcut now, the mirror.
I'm gonna keep the white one up here for now.
this creature before it grows even stronger.
Chuck, you just got headbutted by a rat.
Yes, I know. That was kind of funny.
Can you not get back up there?
I did.
Huh.
Of course, demon hunters can generally tend to jump in weird ways, so
Yeah, that's true.
might have something to do with it.
Oh, there we go.
Somebody give me a boost.
Oh, nobody looted it. Let's skin that
What?
rat. I was gonna skin that rat, but I don't know if it's loot or not.
I already did.
Okay.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, I can't loot it.
I can loot it.
No, it's already skinned. It's already skinned because that's the one I skinned.
I got loot, but I jumped out before I looted, so it won't let me back in.
Hank, I'll take the right one.
I used to have toys that would hop me up, but I don't remember what they are anymore. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I can't use door shadows either.
If you got that swirl around you, you need to be in a pile of people or you can't get healed. But don't stand on top of someone else with a swirl. Hoppy, hoppy, skippy, skippy.
We haven't got any trash epics yet, have we?
Nope. Not
I haven't got very far in.
Not this week either. Or last week. Did we get last week at all?
Nope.
Nope.
So this is where we got to last week. We did not get this down last week. Only got a couple pulls on it. Yes, stacks bread. Thank you. I was thinking this morning, Alexa, what was it that I said that sounded funny? I couldn't remember what it was. So what I was actually saying was stack spread. But if you prefer to think about bread, you can.
Bread.
So, boss is going to put gluttonous miasma on people. And it's a blue swirly. And when it's on you, you are not healable. But you will leech health from everybody around you. So if people are stacked, what we're going to do, or what we were doing, is we're moving the people with those blue circles near each other. So the circles overlap a little bit, but they don't overlap the other people with them. And the rest of us can stand around in those circles, and basically it's going to even out health. People that are standing in the circles will have health drained, and the people that have the miasma on them will not die because they will be picking up health. And of course healers will be healing the people that do not have the miasma.
Hey, Minnie.
Uh-huh.
Did some research on this guy today. Can I make a few suggestions based off what I've seen?
Sure.
For the gluttonous miasma, we're probably going to have about 4 people with the circles, not 3 like we were getting last week with the raid sides. We don't want them overlapping. We want them actually spread with 3 or 4 people besides the person that's got it inside that circle. The reason we want to keep them spread is for volatile ejection. That'll give people, if they're spaced out, that gives the person that's marked a place to get in between 2. That way he's not hitting anybody in a circle.
Okay.
Also for expunge, I know you haven't covered it yet, so I do apologize. That's the one where he's going to put purple circles around everybody and we all have to spread out.
Yep.
Those circle sizes are based off the player's health. So healers, if you can top the raid off before that's going to be cast, we get much smaller circles to deal with, and that'll allow us better spacing and less damage. For Kasum, that's the one where he casts the big circle in the room, starts leeching all our health, and we have to try and run away while he's drawing us in. If the tanks can get him on the far wall and everybody else can run to the opposite wall and be further away from him, that will lessen the amount he gets healed. And I think that's about the only thing. I mean, there's Hungering Strike, leeches off the tanks, increases each hit.
Was there a suggestion on stacks to swap on for strikes?
Yeah, they pretty much say every one.
Yeah, I think it's every one.
Or when the tank gets hit with Overwhelm, which that's a big shot, and then does a dot on the tank as well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the fewer stacks of hungering strikes, the less damage or the less healing the boss is doing to itself.
DBM was calling it out last week when the swap.
Okay. Yeah, so ejection, that was a straight line, is that what it is? I think. So, yeah, so for ejection, it's kind of similar to Sin Seekers, that you don't want anybody in that line. And the deal with ejection, volatile ejection, is that if you've been hit by it, you're going to take enough damage on the next hit, if your stack hasn't fallen off by then, to kill you, most likely. So being in a line with somebody else that has it and picking up a stack from them, makes it much more likely that you're going to get that second stack and die.
That's what Hazel said, that if you get hit once, okay, but if you get it twice, you're dead.
Yeah, so in particular, people with immunities, you want to save them for if you manage to get caught with ejection, and you've got a stack on you, and you're targeted for another one, you should immune that. Save your life. So, all right, we're going to try then with Consume people to just hang out, and we'll move a few people, so move 3 or 4 people into each of the, sorry, not Consume, the Gluttonous Miasma, the blue circles around people. We'll move 3 or 4 people into each one of those, and heals can concentrate on those clusters. And then for Consume, I think if we're tanking the boss where he is, and we come back to the entrance area here for the most part, that should be far enough. So that's boss point, and we'll try to get the raid to the back. So for Consume, he's dragging you in. The farther away you are during that, the less damage he will take. So he has a big circle around him. That's, like a definitely do not be in this zone, but get further away if you can, all the way out there if you can. And it sounds fairly simple, and it kind of is, but it was a lot to keep up with. So yeah, so we're stacking for the miasmas on those people. Consume will be dragging us. We run away. Expunge will happen periodically, and everybody's going to get a purple circle around them. And like Varus was saying, if you're low on health, it's going to be pretty big. You don't want those circles overlapping anybody else because it will do damage to them as well as to you. Actually, it may not do damage to you. I'm not sure if it does. It will definitely do damage to them. Volatile ejection, it's going to be a line from the boss to you. So strafe a little bit, but you need to get out of other people's volatile ejections. There's an ability called Desolate, which is just going to hit. It's going to hit everybody. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's just something for healers to be aware of. And then the rest of it is targeted on the tanks. All right. I'm going to put up a timer. We'll give this a shot.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Tally.
Yeah, you need to bring that back in. That's within diagram 1.
Yeah, we need a few people in each of these swirlies. I think we just hit a bunch of people with volatile, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yep. Much like the Sun Seeker, don't stand in a group.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Expunge spread, and then we'll get back in and help out the miasma people.
Taunt the boss.
I can't
People with white circles stand still and don't overlap.
Yeah, that was volatile ejection. So all right, we need positioning for volatile ejection.
We get puppet people sitting in risen circle, please.
Expunge.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
If you're at range, you need to be in somebody's circle. Consume, get away, try to help soak these circles for people. Farther away, the better. Alright, it's over.
Taunt the boss.
Okay, so there's a little blue chevron over people for volatile ejection. That needs to get moved away. You need to move away from it. It's not very obvious.
3, 2, 1.
These little white circles here, they're supposed to be help and get soaked, right?
Yeah, yeah, expunge.
Yeah, if you did fine by standing on me, that was fine.
Well, no, I mean, it's like every time I try and get near somebody with one, they move away.
Yeah, so that's fine. If you want to stand on me, that's fine. Just move out when he does the big giant slam.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss. Three, two, use a defensive.
Expunge.
Taunt the boss.
Running out of people.
Ejections.
For the people with the circle.
3, 2, 1. Run.
Consume, get away, back wall.
Use a defensive.
Walk it back in. Ejections, careful.
3, 2, 1.
Ouch!
Taunt the boss.
I see all these people with white circles. Nobody's helping absorb anything on them.
There's not.
Oh, there's not many people left anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, no. What I'm saying is, through the whole first part of the fight, when that would happen, people would spread out and run away from it.
Yeah. Expunge.
Yeah. I saw people just stand still, and I saw people moving like crazy everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so we got to help out the miasma targets.
I mean, it's like somebody had it earlier, and they kept pulling it way out to the corner, and I'm like, well, where are you running from?
Volatile ejections.
So we did not want to overlap them, correct?
No, we don't want to overlap them.
Okay.
It looks like we're getting 5 circles. If we could determine where we want those circles to stand and where we want the ejections to be run to, so we're not in danger of hitting the tanks or the circles, that's going to make our lives easier. Then the only time the circles need to run is during the purple circle phase and during ejection if they get it on them. There are going to be times when the person with the circle does have to move because of those two things.
Tad, you can adjust his volume in Discord.
For the purple circles, we can run as a group in the white circles and help that player out, though. Just like consumption, if that goes off while those circles are out, we can move as a group and help that person out. However, for ejection, if they have it, they're going to have to move out and then move back in after it's shot.
I just know one point I saw about 7 of those white circles, and everybody kept moving instead of just standing still so we could help.
Yes,
So
Steph, you made your point.
Yeah, so I'm trying to decide what to do about the volatile.
what the fuck was that about?
Let's just leave that discussion alone, please, both of you.
Now, Mitty, if I can make a suggestion, if there's an issue where there's no melee available, like Zeph did, he can back in on a tank, and the tank can help soak it. But if you do that, just make sure you get out of the way of that giant slam, because that will one-shot you. But otherwise, you can back into a tank. I wouldn't suggest it, but you can.
For is that what you're thinking of? Like having 4 stacks points for the circles?
I would think we would need the melees a little bit closer, wouldn't he? Because you're going to want
the melee. All right, so I'll put.
Yeah. So melee, I think off to the edge makes sense. If you're fairly close, as Brawlis was saying, it's quite quick to swivel, so that it's out. At range, it's going to be harder to move it. So we're just going to have to watch for those blue chevrons and dodge them. Yeah, I mean we can try to place them a little bit outside. We need a little bit of room for the miasma soaking.
You don't have a lot of time with the volatile ejection.
Yeah, you really don't. It's just a
So
few
Don't
seconds.
finish your cast. If you get a chevron on your head, run.
And so you're just looking to change your angle, right? So that your angle is outside people if possible. And yeah, melee, you should be able to swing it one side or the other and just offset with each other a little bit.
There's
I like
enough melee
Brawl's
that
idea
the
if we
range
can
doesn't have to
do that.
worry about helping them soak, correct?
I think so, Asmo, yeah.
Because I've
Yeah.
been ignoring anybody that's up near the boss and just trying to help people out in the back.
Yeah, if it's something like four in and one out, or four out and one in's a little tougher because melee can't do damage when they're away. So I would expect range to handle that. But if they're really all down low, maybe a couple range can drop in. Although I think our ratio is about 3 to 2 in to out tonight.
I could run out if needed. Just let me know.
So when you say 3, like the person who has it and 2 others, or the person who has it and 3 others? 3 others, so 4 total in the circles.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There should be about a group in each circle, roughly. We don't have enough people to do that, but yes, with this raid size, ideally we're getting 3 people in the circles.
So this is a fairly large room. Is there any way that like the range could just like be in a row so that we can just spread out between them instead of like running all over Timbuktu? Oh.
No.
I missed that.
Yeah, so we can stack there. We're still going to have to spread the miasmas a bit, and we're still going to have to move volatile. So if we're stacking around those marks, we're going to have to move volatile outside, and it probably makes sense to move volatile outside. So if there's people around green and you have volatile, try to rotate it out as opposed to in towards the center. And same thing from purple, try to rotate it out.
To be fair, that was the first pull, and that was a bit better than last week, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. We have like a better plan of attack right now, so.
I would agree.
Yeah, I like the markers.
Yeah, so let's do about half range left, about half range right around these markers.
Cool.
You want left or right? Because, you know, Druid circle goodness.
Yeah, we probably want heals roughly evenly split on the sides. All right.
Oh, I thought that's the spots we were supposed to run to.
Well, originally it was. So what we're going to do now is you're going to run further out with volatile. If you're on the right, you're going to run a little bit right of the group, and if you're on the left, purple, you're going to run a little bit left of the group.
So like the in between is the shooting range.
In between is safe.
What are the gluttonous folks doing?
So that's for. We're kind of doing double duty on these marks here now. The miasma down low, melee, basically behind the boss's feet, spread out a little bit down there. That's the only place you're going to be able to be. And people with volatile ejection will rotate to the outside, so kind of around those, towards the orange and moon markers.
Oops, sorry, I think I missed something. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not under the thing I wanted for markers is when he does those big blasts, those big like blue blasts.
The volatile ejection.
Yeah, like I wanted to know where's a safe place for ranged to go where we're not going to hit melee or the tank.
All right, if you are right side for the clump for miasma, so you're around green as range, rotate a little bit to the right so that you're to the right of people. Okay?
Wait.
No, it's not going to work because melee are down low. Yeah, it's not going to work at all, is it?
Melee, we're going to be in the middle.
Why don't we have the melee on the left?
Yeah, we're going to leave the center. We're going to leave the center open for volatile, and we're just going to have to space it out in the center, I think. So we're going to move these marks out a little more. If I do this without running into the boss.
I think you're right. The middle would probably work best because even the melee could just jump to the middle, just have the middle for the clear area period.
Yeah, I like that.
Then you have also the left and right for the excellence.
And then you have just one central lane that's kind of off limits for standing in.
Yeah, so
Can you put a mark? Yeah, there we go.
So the deal is we're gonna shoot the volatile ejections out from X, but there's gonna be 3 or 4 of you, so you're gonna have to space them out a little bit, and it's still probably gonna be kind of tough for melee. So if this doesn't work out very well, then I think we're gonna wind up clumping people more at the back and kind of pick some in-betweens for volatile ejections, but we'll try this and see how it goes. So melee, yeah, you guys are split left and right down there.
So the purple group, like when we run away, our target is kind of over here.
Your target is the center of the room, but keeping in mind you've got people down below you that you're going to want to dodge.
I meant for that big move where we all run away.
Oh, for consume?
Yeah.
Yeah, we reused a mark, didn't we?
Hey,
So
Minnie.
I'll put a yellow out there.
Wouldn't it be easier just to have us standing at a grid in the middle and then running it out on either side versus having people try to run it in the middle and not touch each other?
Yeah, I think it would.
Because this looks like it could get complicated really
Yeah,
quick.
it's going to get complicated. Yeah, the splitting at range, yeah, it was a nice idea, but I don't think it's going to work.
But you could put like maybe 4 markers or something if you want in the middle, and then everybody runs to the left or right out of that.
Then the melee could DPS at X. That way they can run to the moon or the star side as it stands right now.
Yeah, that would work.
So if the boss is at skull,
Well, we can follow the same concept even if he moves slightly.
yeah, we can.
3, 2, 1.
Run out the door.
Run away!
If we get somebody with aggro out here, it'll be over.
Sorry, friends.
That was you.
No, it wasn't just the door.
You
I was
apologized, bro.
Incoming
Well, it's
res.
because people were trapped on the other side of the door.
I thought you were apologizing for pulling, and I was like, no, Ty didn't do it again, did he?
No, no, no.
Nope, wasn't Ty.
There's no backflipping involved.
It's okay. Details tells me who it was.
If you want to see backflip, I can show you.
Won't say.
It's the person
Do
that
we have a
just
juice?
laughed. I
My
could see.
gear's starting to turn yellow.
So melee are just going to spread out behind the boss. So I'm going to put down marks that are sort of cutoffs for where to put volatile.
Thanks.
I think people need to see the fight a few times too.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how this is gonna happen.
I don't think that would work if two people in the same group, so to speak, had the mark. I don't know. Or we could just stand in a grid of 4 without marks and just stay in a general area.
I think we're overthinking this. Like every video basically has to, arrange in a melee group and you just move out.
Yeah.
Can we just put
And
marks?
don't let anybody be in a circle by themselves.
Yeah, can we just have marks? It's okay. If you get a circle, go one of these marks, and 2 people need to be in that circle with you.
But he's right, you don't need 4 marks for your circles. We just need to stay in a general area so that one's not all the way left and one's not all the way right, and just group up with people. That's all. And if you have it, only run out if you have the mark over your head and you have to. Otherwise, don't run away from people.
Well, yeah, only move if your circle's overlapping somebody else's circle.
All right,
And then
so,
only to get out of that overlap.
so what I want to try is just a center line here. So we'll try to put the volatiles on the left-hand side as we're facing the back of the boss. So melee can cheat a little bit to the right with the miasma. When you have volatile, you'll take it left and we'll be shooting straight out the left, so that'll be not going to hit anybody else. At range, we're gonna have to spread out a little more potentially, but we can stack like volatiles kind of, or sorry, the miasma kind of in a square out here kind of thing, but try to stay off the center line. So if you look back behind us, we've got, I'll put one in the center too, like halfway down. We've got yellow as the target for running out for consume. Green's just halfway out, so that's the line. All right, so at range, if you've got volatile, you want to get to the left of the line so you can see the boss, without shooting through purple. So keep in mind, melee with volatile, the range is going to be shooting some volatiles to the left of purple. So you want to go to the left of the left foot, right? So that those will come inside of you. You should only have to move a few yards to do that since you're down there. And range, we just want to spread out, a couple people next to each other, kind of on the left-hand side. So let's say we're going to do that. We're going to try to put volatiles on the left and have the right be the safe spot. And then when we run out for consume, we can run kind of straight out, and we'll soak miasmas on the same side. So if you're facing towards the back wall, the safe side is your left side. If you're facing front, the safe side is your right side. But volatiles, while we're running out, if that happens, I don't think it does, right? He doesn't do those while he's channeling consume, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. But in general, the right side of the room as you're facing the back of the boss is safe. Left side, try to leave for volatile.
So then everybody should be on the right side of the room right now.
Pretty much, yep. And cheating to the middle is fine. People that are speedy can be a little further right. Melee are going to be right up there.
It looks like people are stacking in the middle instead of coming to the right side.
You don't want to go real far right.
Yeah.
You want to be able to take it to the left.
I just wanted to make sure people weren't confused thinking they were supposed to stack on the green.
People are confused. We need to pull.
Yeah, I
we
think
need
if
to
we
pull. It's been
pull
30
out,
minutes
work
of
out some kinks, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That was my bad.
We need to pull like that.
Yep, melee are up there. Page bring that a little bit right.
3, 2, 1.
You take a half a step to the right too.
Haunt the boss. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Expunge coming out in 3. We got to run out for that. We got miasmas out. Spread out the expunges. Back to the safe side. Beam in 5 seconds. That's the volatiles. Should be soaking people here. Alright, volatiles. If you got them, run them left.
3, 2.
Alright, one of them went right down the middle.
Splat.
Plant over, yeah.
I don't think I have anyone in my circle.
Expunge, spread out a bit.
3,
Alright, bring it back in.
1.
Beam in 4 seconds, so that's volatile. Run out beams to the left if you get them. If you don't have them, you should be on the right. Consume.
3, 2, 1.
Still gotta help out these people.
Bringing them back in.
Haunt the boss.
Beam now. Run them left if you got them. Asmo, Tic Tac, Iris.
2, 1.
Still in the middle again.
3, 2.
These are all at range now, huh? We killed our own melee.
3, 2, 1.
I think melee is gonna have to DPS on the side that we're not
Expunge.
running those out to.
3, 2, 1.
3. Use a defense. 2, 1.
Volatiles now.
3, 2, 1.
Haunt the boss.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2. Use a defense.
Sponge.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Beam's coming up now.
Both times I've died, someone was overlapping that blue circle on me.
3, 2, 1. Run to start.
It's pretty sweet.
So there seems to be a lot of confusion over what to take left. You're only taking volatile.
Use a defensive.
What the heck's it called? Volatile ejection to the left. That's the beam. That's the little blue arrow thing over your head.
3, 2, 1.
If you don't have that on you, you should be right of center.
I'm sorry for pulling that. Forgot about a key binding I had. But I got hit for 31k on a volatile ejection. And that was the only one that hit me that I saw anyway.
Yeah, you already had a stack if you got hit for 31k. That's about exactly what you should get hit for with one stack.
Okay.
And it does, you know, it doesn't mean it was targeted at you before that, but you got caught by somebody else's beam.
Okay. And again, I apologize for the pull. Did not mean to do that.
That's all right.
So I mean, we had melee on the shifted to the right side of the boss, right? Somebody said the melee was down, but I was looking around and half the melee was still up. So
Okay.
And the only other thing that I'm really noticing is, people like me pulling the just bombing the whole group right on the right side, like a dummy.
Yeah, I got smashed a couple times.
But also, those circles are not supposed to overlap, or does it not matter?
They overlap a little bit, but they shouldn't be stacked.
People should not be overlapped where the circles overlap the other person.
If you spread them out a little bit, like just kind of have the edges right next to each other, that's even better.
If they overlap a little bit, like a Venn diagram, then one person can stand actually in both circles at the same time, and that helps.
Should we take? Let's take a real quick break, and then we'll get a couple more polls in before the end of the night.
So if you have the dredge, if you have the thing with the blue on you, just run to the left. Otherwise, soak circles. And if it's the big explosion, run out.
Well, that big blue circle that everybody has to spread out for.
The purple one?
Yeah, you can't. Twice I had somebody have it on me, and it can't be on me because I have enough dots. And the same thing will happen to Nate. We have enough dots on us where we can't take that extra damage. And that was what was killing me both times. I know it's hard to spread out, but you got to watch where the tanks are when you're trying to spread out with those circles for the melee especially.
Is there enough room if everyone's on the right side only now? For all the melee?
Why wouldn't there be?
I don't know. I thought we had a lot of them. And those purple circles can be pretty big.
Oh, well, in the purple circles, can't you spread out any way you want, basically?
I thought he was talking about the purple circles.
Just talking about the little ones, the little blue ones.
Oh, okay.
Miasma's the little blue ones. The big ones is, I forget what it's called, consumed?
As soon as we run out,
yeah,
the purple rings are expunged.
I like calling them blue circles, purple circles. All those other words is too complicated.
The blue chevrons, the one that's annoying, it's not a big enough thing.
The funny part is, they're showing up as white and blue on mine.
Oh, really? I see the smaller circles that we're supposed to soak as kind of a whitish blue, and the other circles are purple.
I see them as white. The small ones you're supposed to soak, and the other ones is blue.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're just seeing slightly lighter shades than we are. Yeah, the miasma is quite white, but it is a little bit blue, and then the expunge, yeah, they're much darker.
Do you guys need me to stay, or is it cool if I call it a night?
Not sure who you are, but if you call it a night.
Pandem.
Oh, Pandem. Yeah, no, please. Yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go. That's fine. Always fine.
Yeah, I hate to leave because I'm actually having fun and I love doing these raids, but I gotta get going, unfortunately.
Yep, no problem.
Thanks again, and I look forward to doing raids with you guys again. This is a lot of fun, and I'm learning a lot too.
5.
All right. Yep. We'll catch you later.
3.
Have a good night.
1.
Always helps to watch a video, at least you kind of see. I liked it the last time we were here.
That's the first time seeing this fight for me.
Yeah, I got a suggestion that I think we're going to try this. Should make life simpler, and it makes sense.
So is that a tease? You said you have something, but you're not going to tell us?
No, I am. I'm just trying to
Tune in next week.
think about it. But yeah, so this has worked for FS. We're going to stack all range together, and we're going to stack all melee together. And we're going to stack tight, and we're going to overlap the miasma circles. So we're going to have to spread out for expunge, of course. So we're going to have to radiate away from where we were. But we should actually be healed up pretty well for that. So the circle should be pretty small. And then beams, we're going to move out to the sides. So we're going to stand kind of behind the feet and at a little bit of an angle. But the sides of the boss should be safe to move the beams.
So do you want to mark where we should stack then?
I'm going to. The boss will move. So this will give you an idea for starters. Really, the only difficulty with saying feet is that he doesn't stand squarely.
Right.
But
I can't speak for Nate, but after that big blue circle, it's easy enough to. You just got to give us a couple seconds. We can get him back to skull.
yeah. I mean, you'll have it close. It's just not necessarily exact. And then when floor markers are down, they can be off a little bit. So the idea is we're going to put range tight on the star, and we're going to put melee tight on the diamond. And healing's just going to happen by virtue of everybody being stacked. So AoE healing in particular will bring people up. We're going to have a lot of people in each circle because of this. So when you have beams, you're going to run them basically forward of the group to the side. There's probably going to be a little gap in the middle, but there may not be. But if we're in really tight to the feet, there should be plenty of room off to the sides. And then for expunge, again, we're just going to have to radiate away and spread out. And I assume we're just going to run out and then back in. But I think the main thing is going to be getting the beams off to the side so that we're not doubling up on people and killing them off.
Did Nate DC again?
Yes, he did.
I'm popping right back in.
Oh, he did?
In just a sec.
Ah, okay. So this is combo, are we back, and are we ready?
Oh, I'm back. I hit not ready because Nate could DC'd.
Okay.
Check your flasks.
Yeah, my flask is gone.
Yeah, it's probably not worth dropping another. We'll give this thing a shot and see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it works.
Oils are cheap, though.
And then I'll put down a cauldron if we need another one.
You're gonna need a kick fandom.
Did Demon have to go, Nature?
He did.
The other question is, how are we for numbers here? Let's see.
For Illidan!
All right, so let's put a couple of the heals with the range stack and 3 heals. Let's see, we'll put the pallies down on the melee stack. Let's get Alexa over on the melee stack, and the other heals on the range stack. I'll drop on the melee stack. So that should be fairly balanced. Alright, this will be for the poll. Alright, timer's going up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so get on those feet. In tight. Stack tight on those feet. If you're melee, you're on the right foot. If you're range, you're on the left foot, just outside the foot. Like back at an angle.
Want the boss. 3, 2, 1.
Just a little bit behind the foot.
2, 1.
So that the beams can go to the right or to the left, depending on which side you're on. Expunge, spread it out. As soon as it pops, bring it back in.
3, 2, 1.
Beams in 3 seconds. Remember, if you're on the right, take it right. If you're on the left, take it left.
2.
Everybody should be in tight on both sides.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that one didn't go far enough right on the right.
How come there's a group in the back? I thought we were all supposed to
Yeah,
be
everybody should be up on the foot. Ranger on the left foot. Right behind the left foot.
I'm liking this plan.
1.
Taunt the boss.
Expunge, gotta run it out.
Spread out. 1.
Back in.
2, 1.
Use a defensive. Time to tank spawn.
And you gotta think about the... Yeah, run those to the outside.
Run!
People need to stack a lot tighter. I think we're gonna do some stack spots. So it looks like the DBM's putting marks on people's heads, which doesn't help.
But literally, we can just stack on the feet,
Taunt the
right?
boss.
So as long as we're always moving to the
Yeah.
left foot for the
Well,
range and the right foot.
You can, but the problem is that the feet are really offset on this boss.
2, 1.
And he rotates.
Use a defensive. 3, 2, 1.
Is there any reason for the tanks not to stand on top of each other? He's not cleaving, is he?
3, 2, 1.
Taunt
See
the
right
boss.
here, these shouldn't be spread out. These should all be...
Spread out.
Okay, now we're running out for expunge. But the miasma will be stacked directly on top of each other.
2, 1.
And if we happen to have all on one side, a couple of you should move to the other side.
Yes, that's why we can't stand next to each other. We both took that overwhelming slam.
3, 2.
Alright, so that is a cleave. The overwhelming. Alright,
Yeah.
Taunt the boss.
that's cool. Yeah, so we just want to make sure the miasma are like 2 on each side kind of thing, or
Taunt the
2
boss.
versus 3.
1. Taunt the boss. Taunt the boss. Spread out.
Run it out. So I think we were blowing people up with beams again.
Yeah, that's what got me.
Taunt the boss.
So I think we need to be behind the feet. We need to be not to the sides at all.
3,
So we've got more room on the
2,
sides.
1. Run!
So basically we're going to have range stack just behind the boss on the left and melee stack just behind the boss on the right.
2, 1.
However, this method seemed to be much better.
It should be a lot simpler. Let's give that another shot.
So that's gonna have to be it for me.
Alright, Mort.
Good luck.
Night, Mark.
Have a good one.
Night, Mark.
Hey.
Thanks, Promise.
Yep. Thanks for all the consumables.
Yes, thank you.
I'll pop down another cauldron too. I believe everyone's just off, right?
I don't know if it's worth it if we're going to do one more pull though.
Yeah, we're probably at 1 or 2 more pulls, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, it's probably not worth it here. Trying to decide if that's. At first I thought they were cookies, but it's kind of like kiwi fruit on that plate of ooze over there. Maybe it's a Jello plate. So basically, we're going to run straight in behind, and the melee stack is going to be stacked real tight behind the right foot, and so let's say behind the right foot, and the range stack is real tight behind the left foot, right behind. So when we get the miasmas, we're going to have like a pile of circles on the left and a pile of circles on the right, and they might be offset front and back a few yards because his feet are offset. But we shouldn't have anybody out to the right or anybody out to the left of those groups. And volatile, we can just swivel out to the right or to the left, depending which side you're on. So the only adjustment we need to make is if we're getting really lopsided on the miasmas. Like if you see there's only one on the other side, 1 or 2 people move to balance it out. And probably just 1 would be enough. And so that should leave the front free for the tanks to be offset, and since they need to not get slammed, they're going to be swiveling the boss as they taunt back and forth, so we just have to keep that in mind. The way he is now is where we're going to line up.
And it's really not going to be that big of a swivel.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just weird because his feet are the way they are. Nature, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, timer going up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Tight. Beam's coming now. Chevron's on you. Take it outside.
3, 2.
That looked better.
Use a defense. 3, 2, 1.
New miasmas.
3, 2.
We're gonna spread for expunge soon. I'll bring those on the group.
Taunt the boss.
Spread for expunge now. And then we're gonna bring him back in. Same spots.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defense. Time to hit.
Beams in 2 seconds. You're gonna take it outside if you get the chevron.
2, 1.
Yeah, DBM tells you.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Spread for expunge in a second here. Spread.
Spread out.
2, 1.
3,
Back in.
2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Beams to the outside in a second. If you get it. Only if you get it. Consume. Run it to the back.
Run.
Try to get in people's miasmas if you can.
1.
In fact, we could just stack them tight.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Bring him back in.
Each too far away. 3, 2, 1.
Time to tank. Use a defensive.
3, 2, 1.
We drag him a little far forward when we get a chance.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss. Spread
Spread
out.
him.
Those volatiles don't need to run way out. They just need to be rotated.
Use a defensive.
2, 1.
Time to tank.
Three, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
It's doing much better, I think.
3, 2,
3, 2,
Use a defensive.
1.
Expunge spread.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Beams in 1.
Three, 2, 1.
Run.
Oh, run it out. Try to stay in miasmas to help people if you can.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Alright, back in. Beams, take them outside of the group, otherwise stay center.
3, 2,
3, 2,
1.
That was good.
1.
Taunt the boss.
Three, 2.
Yeah, we're a little offset. Same theory works
Use
here.
a defensive.
Try to be tight on behind those feet.
Spread out.
Spread it.
3, 2, 1.
Back in.
2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Beam in 1. Stack tight if you don't have it. Gotta stack tight or you'll get hit.
2,
Go back there.
Use a defensive.
Okay, we gotta get behind the feet, left and right.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
You have to spread for expunge now.
Spread out.
Well,
Spread.
3,
Alright, stack back up. Tank, if you can drag him just a little
Use a
bit
defensive.
towards that skull. Alright, beams, stop moving them. Beams, outside.
2, 1.
Alright, stack back up.
Run.
Go to the back. Alright, after this we'll reposition again.
Three, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
3, 2,
Beams
1.
outside.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
2,
Spread
1.
out.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive. Time to tank slot.
Beams outside.
3, 2,
Yeah, bring the 2 stacks. Yep, just a little tighter in.
Taunt the boss.
1.
Three, two, one.
Use a defensive.
Spread for expunge.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Beams in 1.
Bridget, you want to get those out to the sides, not behind your.
Three, two,
3,
1.
2,
Use a
1.
defensive.
Alright, we got Nate down.
3,
Alright, let's wipe it. You guys okay to do one more?
Taunt the boss.
Oh, one more, yep.
Yeah, we're getting much better at it.
It'll be the last pull tonight.
And just remember, you don't have to go away from the boss
3,
with those
two,
beams. You just have to make sure you're not
1.
hitting somebody else with beams.
Yeah,
Taunt
you
the
just
boss.
want to run out far enough that you can see
Spread
where
out.
your character is in relation to other characters, so like 5 or 6 yards is probably enough.
3,
And then it's all about the
2,
angle.
1.
And I know for mine, I went right on top of Ty when we were moving over. So that was my bad. But
Or did I go on top of you?
no, I walked on top of you. You were there, and I moved right on top of you.
Well, I should have moved then.
I think we're mainly losing people when they had the debuff, when they weren't supposed to have the debuff, and then they got the volatile ejection right after that.
Yeah, basically the better we are at handling, positioning those beams, the more we're going to survive this fight. But that was clearly far better than any other pull we've done.
So since they're all that close, is there any reason why we can't all stack on each other, or is it give increased damage if we do?
It doesn't give increased damage. I don't really know why 2 is an advantage, other than that I guess people have slightly less far to move, and they know which side they're going to take the volatile to, the beam to.
I think it's so there's more area to move to for the area.
That's true also for the expunge. There's a little more area because you know you're going to spread out and left from the range side and out and right from the melee side. Esmo, could you also put down a portal from back here towards there? That way I think particularly the tanks can use it to get back quick after consume, and that should make it a little easier for them to position.
One suggestion on that consume after it. Why don't we just stay down here, and then when it does it again,
You want to
we'll
just switch ends?
Yeah, we'll just switch ends every other consume.
Sure.
That way we're not running back and
Yeah.
forth, and it
Yeah,
hopefully
that's a good
won't
idea.
lose DPS chasing him back and forth like that.
Yep, so we're not even going to do marks under the feet, or the boss really. We know which feet we're supposed to be on. So yeah, we'll swap ends every consume. Just going to have to be aware, be center lined for that, because we do seem to get, as we're repositioning that, we do seem to get beams. So be center line unless you need to move out with the beam. And when we rotate, we're going to stay the same relative thing. So after we've turned around and you're behind the boss again, melee stack right, range stack left. All right, doing timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Let's get tight behind those feet. Beams out, beams out.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Ollie, what are you doing up
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Get around out for expunge in a second here.
Three, 2, 1.
Beams in 2. Let's move a miasma or 2 left.
2.
Beams out.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Three, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
3.
Spread out.
Spread them.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive. Time to tank.
Beams.
Run.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Sure, but I think we all got hit by the tank.
Taunt the boss.
Cleave thing.
Alright, same positioning but other end.
3, 2, 1.
3.
Oh, I missed that.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a
We're going to be
defensive.
spreading for expunge in about 2.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
3.
Use a defensive.
2, 1.
Beams in 1.
3, 2, 1.
We need Truckee up.
Use a defensive.
Give the rest for Truckee. Thank you.
Time to tank.
3,
Time to
2,
tank.
3.
1.
2, 1.
Spread for expunge now.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Beams in 1.
3, 2, 1.
Run.
Alright, relocating down here.
1.
Taunt the boss.
3,
3,
Stack tight behind those feet.
1.
Use a defensive.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Spread for expunge.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive. Time to tank.
Beams in 1.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Spread for expunge.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Beams in 1.
3, 2,
Beams.
1. Run!
Three, two, one.
Use a defensive. 3, 2,
Beams.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Three, two, one.
Use a defensive. 3,
Spread.
2, spread
1.
out.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Beams in 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Spread.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
3. Use a defense. 2, 1. Time to tank spot.
Beams.
Run!
How are we doing on reses?
3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1. Taunt the boss.
Beams in 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive. 3,
2, 1.
1.
Spread.
Taunt the boss. Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Beams in 1.
Time to tank spot. 3,
3, 2,
1.
1.
Taunt the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
And spread.
Spread out. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
30 seconds
Taunt the
on
boss.
battle res. Who's next?
Teams in 1. Let's get Ty up. You there, Ty?
Yeah.
Alright.
Run!
Switching ends.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
Beams are in 3. Be positioned in the center so you can move them out.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, Ty's
Use
up.
a defensive.
Alright. Thanks. Spread.
Thank you.
Spread out.
3, 2, 1.
Push trucky, good.
Taunt the boss.
Beams in 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Use a defensive.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt the boss.
Spread.
2. Spread out.
3, 2,
Use a defensive. Time to tank swap.
Beams.
Run.
3.
All right, new end.
1.
I'm not seeing a berserk timer on this yet. Beams in 2. Be positioned behind. Oh, I guess he did.
I think he just did.
So we'll see how long it took when he
3,
kills the last person
2,
here.
1.
Taunt the boss.
All damage dealt increased by 500%.
All right, so it's 10 minutes, roughly. Oh, that was a good pull.
Yeah, we can get that.
So yeah, I think what we're basically running into is just the beams catching some people when we had a lot of people still up. All right, thanks everybody. So Sunday night, raids 1 hour earlier. We'll come in and kill this guy, and then move on to the next, which is, from what I'm seeing, people are putting off. Some people kill Lady right away, but we'll probably check out either Sun King or Artificer next.
I don't think he's healing too much. I think we just lost too much DPS at the beginning.
Yeah, he's only healing too much if the tanks aren't swapping often. So yeah, I think we just ran out of people to shoot him.
So do we need another healer, you think? Because I say that extra healers on that one's good.
No, we had enough healers. We just need to stop taking the extra damage. Because, I mean, generally early on when we're losing people, we're losing them to the thing. So they're just dead. Healing's not going to fix that.
And when I died early on, it was my fault. It was a stupid mistake. I missed a cooldown.
You can't heal stupid, as they say.
Exactly right.
Nope.
Night all.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.